major difference I would tell you. In India we focus on a lot of theory, because apart from India, most of the country just focuses on the practical knowledge. Everything is not dependent on final exams. Like it's I'm
You
paying
got
much
the
lesser.
IIM certification.
IIM
Every
certification,
whole process.
living cost is saved. Because this is just too good to be true. That honestly, that is one of the best parts Futurens has to offer. After coming here, we were just like any other MSBA student. There was no difference.
No difference?
No difference
Perfect.
at all. That you got to be on your toes for everything. Be it a job, be it a part-time job, be it your assignments, everything. Imagine I ordered a pizza one day from Domino's and the guy who came in delivery was in a Merc.
Hi guys, today I am at University at Buffalo, where we are talking to some of our students who have come for this journey, who are doing their MS in Business Analytics. One of those students is Tanya. Hi Tanya, hi, how's it going?
Everything is fine, Raghav. Thank you so much for coming.
You are
and
looking
joining
very
us.
international today. You're like shopping from American brands.
Yeah.
So tell us, how have the last few months been in the US?
So I'll be completing like 2 months tomorrow, and it's been really nice since the day we landed over here. City is very accepting, and I can see that cultural difference from India to US. Like nobody is staring at you. You do whatever you want to do on the road. So it's nice. The weather is definitely like you would be feeling cold
It's
here,
very cold,
and
man.
it's just starting
very
to be
cold.
cold. So
Right.
yeah, it's good.
Wow. So tell me, before you came here, right? I'm sure there must be a few preconceived notions you had
Yeah.
about the US. Any notion that you came here and changed?
I have worked in an American company or like from past 2 years. So I have like
That was a
been very
Fortune
much-
100 company, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah. So I was there, and I know how Americans think, how Americans talk, and how they function. So not a lot of pre-notions, but yes, one of them was that there is like this. A lot of Indians are here, but still they feel that cultural shock is there and all those things. But honestly, after I came here, I did not felt that it's a big thing, and like there is a lot of difference. You need to figure out few things in the first few days. Definitely, I guess every new place, even if you go in India, you have to figure out as per the city rules.
Right.
So the same thing happened over here, and yeah, everything is nice. It's just that you have to be on your own. You have to be on your. There is no Blinkit, there is no Swiggy, Instamart delivering you stuff in 10
I was
minutes.
surprised that this quick commerce is not at all quick in the US.
It's not existing.
Does not exist like
And that's the only reason for that is cheap labor that we
Yeah.
have back in India.
Yeah.
Like here, even the smallest of thing. Imagine I ordered a pizza one day from Domino's, and the guy who came in delivery was in a Merc.
In a month.
In a Merc. So that was a shocker for like we literally like all of my friends. We were standing at the door and we were just seeing at the car and the guy coming with a pizza box to us.
The pizzas are like huge.
Huge.
Huge pizza.
The quantity here, like one thing I have the difference. So if you're ordering something here for $10, you'll get like this much food. So it's like good enough for
Yeah.
2 people.
Yeah.
So they don't let you starve, or they don't charge you less for charge more you for less food. So that's one thing. But apart from that, I guess it's nice. It's a pretty good place, pretty cool place, I would say. And it's the best thing is it's accepting for every age. Like I am 28. There are people who have like joined us at 22, and I've seen people coming with families. Like there
Really?
are single mothers in this
Wow.
department. There
Okay.
are single fathers in this department. Like there is a childcare right here. So they drop their kids there and they come here, they study, and nobody is asking them questions. Nobody is judging them.
Right.
It's all really good.
So I have recommended this to a lot of people that if they want to sort of understand culturally about US, they should do a part-time job.
Yeah.
Because A, obviously you make money, and B, you learn a lot about this country, how discipline, how work is how professional setting is.
Yeah.
So I think you are also doing a part-time
Yeah.
job, right? What job are you doing right now?
As I'm working as a sandwich artist at Subway.
Wow. What do
So I
you mean by
was-
sandwich artist?
Making the subs. So I am really pro at making subs now. You can like.
So मुझे एक process बताओ कि you come to Buffalo. How does this subway thing happen, and what did you learn about part-time jobs? Like, can anyone get it?
No, anyone can. See, the key is like this is what I was told in India from VJ as well, and everyone, that you got to be on your toes for everything. Be it a job, be it a part-time job, be it your assignments, everything. So the thing I would recommend, I would suggest everyone is as soon as they are like finalizing their university, they need to understand and be open to everything.
Right.
It's not about sandwich artist in India. Probably it's okay, I can't work there,
Yeah.
but in US, it's like dignity of jobs are there. So if I'm making sandwiches right now, probably after next 1 hour, I'm ordering the same sandwich. So that's the same thing, and people here are treating you equally. They know that you are a student and you're doing just for the money.
Yeah.
So that's okay. And the process, I would say that as soon as you are here, just go around the campus, explore the campus by your own. So in India, we have this habit that झुंड में चलना है, like we need our friends everywhere.
So इतने सारे students from Futurense have come here.
From Futurense, it was around 25 students.
Yeah, so all of them are
they all
flocking
are
together.
No, so initially what happened, so like I'll tell you my own experience. So we are not habituated of living alone. We are not habituated of traveling alone. Like back in India, we used to have like so many. कहीं भी जाओ, you have like this people knowing. यहाँ पे the first thing I have learned by myself from the past 2 months is akele, I'm traveling most of the time, I'm staying in library most of the time all alone. There is no one around me because everybody has different classes at different times. Somebody is specializing in finance, somebody is specializing in marketing. There are different classes all the time. So that is one thing. Second, when you're searching for jobs, it is said that it is a competition amongst Indians itself, but I don't believe that. It's majorly, if you know a job, market that. You will get one, your friend will get one. If he gets one and you don't, that's okay.
Do you like Google somewhere or
no,
like how
you have to go to the recruiters. Like I went to Subway,
Oh, you went physically?
I went physically. Wow. I went to Tim's. Because there were no departmental
This is so
jobs.
humbling, right? Like such a great exercise to humble yourself. Right?
Yeah, and like there were 2 reasons I joined Subway. Honestly, one was that of course the money part, so I can at least figure out the rent and buy that all by myself. And the second was just to know the culture, just so that I'm extremely frequent with these conversations the guys are having. And there is one more difference what I've seen in India. वहाँ पे ना everything is very जल्दीबाजी में. Like if somebody is standing at the counter, you are literally rushing inside the kitchen. करो. यहाँ पे it's like if somebody is at the counter, they have come with the mindset कि हमें 10 मिनट लगेंगे, and you have to give that in 10 minutes, whether it is taking 8. So you learn that etiquettes and that sthirna in your life. Right. So these are the 2 reasons.
And how do these jobs pay? Because you can work that 20 hours a week, right?
Yeah, as a student you can work 20 hours, and like these, like Subways, Tims, all these are paying you $15 per hour.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
For a city like this, it's a lot.
For a city like this, like Buffalo,
Come
if
on.
you are living,
15
my
into 20.
rent is $500 per month. That's it. Including the utilities.
So you are getting $1,200 from Subway. And your rent is only 500.
500. So I'm figuring out my rent. I am like doing my groceries with it, and then I'm saving some, and that's why I'm going back to India in December.
You're shopping also a lot.
I'm shopping. I just shopped like $190 yesterday.
Wow, amazing.
So,
okay, obviously beyond getting your SIM card, your bank, getting the job, the real reason why we came here was to study.
Yeah.
So tell me, how has your experience been in the classroom? How different has it been from your experience of studying in India?
Okay, yeah, great question, honestly. So the major difference I would tell you, in India we focus on a lot of theory. It is a good thing. I'm not denying that India education is not good. It's actually a really nice thing, because that sets the foundation for you to study here, study at anywhere in the world. Because apart from India, most of the country just focuses on the practical knowledge. So here in classroom, like I'm studying cloud data, I'm studying predictive analytics, and all these are like big buzzwords for the analytics industry. So professors are amazing. I know you have already spoken to Dominic, so he's like one of the most craziest and energetic person in the world, I know. So he is there. Then Professor Joanna is there. So all of these faculties, one thing is in common is they'll tell you the concepts, they'll explain you the concepts, and then it's on you how deep you want to dive in. If I have doubts, they are open, they have office hours, you just go to them, ask them to explain them. Before each and every class, all the professors, they give you the syllabus, and they tell you to explore the syllabus, and if you want to add something, industry focus, they will teach you during the course. So that is one thing. In India, we have a fixed syllabus that is covered across the semester, across the year, but here you have the flexibility of adding few things, deleting few things. You have the mandatory courses as well, but you can definitely choose the electives and you can play around. Like I know people who are studying predictive, who are studying descriptive analytics, and they are studying sports analytics. And like I have taken cloud data. There are people who have taken sports. There are people mastering in finance. Like coming from a non-finance background, they are taking like finance as their subjects, and again, it's difficult, it's a journey, but they are like liking it because the professors are good, they are able to help them, they are able to give them the resources to work on. So it's nice. I would, as a student, it's not difficult at all. There are and one of the major thing is everything is not dependent on the final exams. Like it's a part of, like, you have group projects, you have individual projects, you have reading classes, you have everything that is like, even professionalism has 8 credits in our class.
What?
So yes, like you have to be on time, you have to sit in a class like a professional person. So
Wow.
that etiquettes are like being taught in the classroom itself. And apart from this, one thing is there that like if you are in class of Dominic, so you just can't listen to the scores thing. You have to see the body language to understand how you have to be in the industry tomorrow. Because these professors are not just teaching, they are also working in the industry. They tell a lot of real life problems, real life situations, what they have faced. Like I have a class of Gen AI, that's generative AI, and Professor Victor, he is amazing. He just keeps on telling us like you can be a data architecture, you can be a product manager with this particular course, and how to lead that journey. So there are a lot. It's not that you are on your own. A lot of things. I heard this that in US or in any other country, they just tell you the topic name and you have to study. That's not completely true. That's the partial truth. Yes, they explain you the concept. How deep you want to dive is totally on you. So.
No, I think what I have realized about the US is that they let you ask questions.
Yeah.
Like generally in classrooms, in whatever you do, you will realize that they want you to ask questions. And that's fundamentally how everything is done here. So now, before coming here, you did 30% of your coursework in India with an IIT or IIM, with IIM Indore, right? Indore or Udaipur. Now tell us that 30% that you did, you came in at an advantage because you did 30% of your coursework. Secondly, you were in the groove of studying because एक वो groove बन जाती है before you start. So how was that experience for you?
Amazing. Like, honestly, that is one of the best parts Futurens has to offer, apart from all the other services you guys give. But that is one of the biggest parts, because after coming here, we were just like any other MSBA student. There was no difference.
No difference?
No difference
Perfect.
at all. Like, this was my major concern, most skeptical thing I was about.
सब लोग यही पूछते हैं. Everyone asks that.
So, I attended this UB student reception that was held in Delhi and various multiple locations as well in India. So, I met the dean over there. Dr. Anant, yes. So I met him. I asked him just this question that day, that if I'm coming via Futurens and there are people who are directly enrolling there in MSBA, what is the difference between me and them? He said nothing. As soon as you come, you are joining them in fall, they are already in summer, and you guys are merged in one class, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
Like, there is no difference.
And you're paying much lesser.
I'm
you
paying
got
much
the
lesser.
IIM certification.
IIM certification.
Every whole process.
Living cost is saved,
Yes.
and like, honestly, that's the best part. And talking about the IIMs, so again, personal story here, that I have few friends from IIM Indore. So I was in Varanasi before coming here, and they happened to be there, and we met. And I was just talking about, like, I had a class, I was late that day. And they told me, IIM Indore, what professor is teaching? I just told him about Dr. Pritesh, and he was like, oh, that's our professor as well. And like, so that just gives you authenticity. One of our batchmates that came here by a Futurens, he went to IIM Indore, met with him in
You know,
person.
a lot of people did that. Because that was the first time we started. So everyone was skeptical. Too good to be true, how is it possible?
Like, we completed the IIM course, and then he went there, he spoke to him in person. So it was really nice. It just authenticates everything, honestly. And I understand students out there listening to this podcast, they have a lot of questions about like, is this authenticated? Is this real? Because this is just too good to be true, that you are completing 30% of the course in India, you are paying less, you are saving some cost, and you are like studying in the same university as anybody else. You're not giving any exams. Like, people like me who are into the industry for almost 5 years, we are totally out of study. We are out of touch. So for me, preparing for GRE, GMAT, or IELTS even, like, I'm not even lying, for even something like IELTS, I have to give time, cutting my office time, which is nearly impossible.
No, so that was the exact reason why we started the Futurens US pathway. Because we realized a lot of deserving candidates like yourself who don't have time, who don't, होता ना कि आप एक काम के zone में हो, so करने को you can take any exam, it's not that tough, not that expensive. But that effort of getting out of that zone of working बहुत time लगता है.
Dedicating time is nearly. I
Right.
tried doing that. I
Right.
literally failed in like 2 days. I was like, this nahi hoga. So
Right.
let's just leave it, and it's no point like wasting time, because in that way I'm not able to give my time to office as well or the other things.
Right.
So it's the best thing. And second thing is like you're getting a certification from AM. So again, like the difference we just spoke about, that India focuses on theory part, US focuses on practical part. So if your theory is set, if you're already
Yeah.
learning SQL and Python at full length in India, so it makes a base over here.
Yeah.
So you are very easily adapting predictive or
Right.
any other courses here. So that's one of the biggest advantage. And I would really like any student that comes to me. So I'll just say that anyone who hasn't planned for US, like, okay, I have to go there, but I'm not able to clear the exams or something like that, definitely you should go via Futurense. And that's just not any gamble. You guys are doing
No, that's
a
very
really good
kind of you,
job.
Tanya. Thank you so much for that. So, Tanya, if I had to ask you, right, obviously outside of work, you would have a life here, and that is the whole part of the US, the work-life balance,
Yeah.
and all of those debates. So, what do you do for fun?
Okay, so for me, so any Indian coming to US for the first time, the first thing they get to see is brands at cheaper price, brands at affordable
कुछ
price.
brands बताइए जो आपने लिए.
Okay, so I just bought this, like the jacket I'm wearing. This is New Balance. This is just in $20. I bought like Nike, Puma in $15,
Wow.
$19. So this is something you won't get in India. And even if you're getting, you will be very skeptical. Is this even true or not? Is this the first copy?
Right.
So that is one thing. Like the first few days, like I remember the first few days, we were just shopping. We were just setting up the houses, and the conversion factor, that was the most funniest
84?
part.
85?
Yeah, 84. Like everybody is like, okay, this is $10. Okay, so what we used to do just to keep ourselves like making extra purchases, we used to multiply everything by 100. So that used to make, oh no, this is 10,000. So let's just refrain from doing that.
Right.
And apart from that, we do shopping and all. But yes, there are few attractions. One thing I've learned here is how to do a picnic. We don't do that in India. I don't think so any Indian is doing that right now. But we have experienced that because US offers you a lot of natural landscape,
yeah.
and that is their major offering. So you will have a lot of state parks over here, beautiful parks and big parks. So you have to, and since everything is expensive when you are like spending in USD, earning in INR, so you get to take your own food from house and everything, and you go there, you play badminton, you play cricket, and then you sit and have lunch together. So all of that is one part. Then there is Niagara. Definitely try that if you
I just
haven't
want to know
been.
Niagara Falls is there only.
It's amazing.
I'm going there only in the evening.
That's amazing. Just try Made of the Mist there. It's like a cruise taking you just near the falls, and all the mist comes on your face. So it's a lifetime
It's open.
experience.
Anyone can go. Like
Yeah. It's $28 for one, like for the whole trip, and
Sure.
like yeah. And then there is Niagara Fashion Outlet right outside Niagara. It's like I guess 3 miles from there. So you can go there. You can see all the big brands, or any brand you name it, it's there. It's a big one. Okay, so one thing is, in India we used to have like multi-story malls. Here we have so much land that it's just one floor.
Huge
and
malls.
Huge
To
malls.
walk
You have
so
to
much.
walk a lot. Like you are completing 10,000 steps just in a day in a mall.
But I think every day you would be doing 10,000 steps.
Minimum. That's like every day I'm on an average doing 15,000.
Every day.
Every day.
So, wow, man, that's a very good cardio.
Good cardio. It's just that you have to do that in Majboori. You
Yeah,
don't have any other. So initially when we came, so we were not, like I wasn't habituated at all. I used to do this like how desk sitting job for 19 hours straight, and then I used to sleep. That was my life back in India. Here day 1, day 2, day 3, 16,000, 19,000, 25,000, and we are just running here, and then your calves are paining, but then you get used to it as you get used to the weather, and it's great. It's like physical life over here is different. You can see whenever, if you'll go to Niagara, or there is this state park Letchworth over here, it's 1.5 hour drive from here. You'll see that people like aged 60, 70, they are literally on a stick, but they are coming, they are still coming. So that's the difference, because this place will keep you on your toes.
So Tanya, tell us, right, if you had to give one piece of advice to someone who's watching this, who wants to come here next fall, just like you, क्या कहना चाहोगे आप उनको?
Apply to Futurense. Okay, not kidding. So yeah, just do your homework a lot. Like you need to research about the universities you want, I would say, and like what do you want to study. The best thing US or any other country has to offer is you can mix your own subjects, you want to specialize in one as well as an entire different subject, you can do that. You need to expand your horizon. I would just say that. Apart from that, I chose the pathway of Futurense because I didn't have time. I was literally like, I decided on January 26th that I have to go. 27, 28, I'm talking to these guys. 1st of February, I'm applying to the universities, and 2nd of February, I'm getting one offer letter from Rutgers, second offer letter from UB on 8th, and like within 10, 11 days, my pathway is all set. And since that day, like I have to mention this here, I haven't Googled a single step on like any during my journey, not a single step, because everybody, like I had to say this personally to you, I've told this to Akshay as well in the previous meeting, that any team, like starting from the application team to the last visa team, each and every person, you are like amazing people. I've been to the office, amazing energy. They are like really energetic to work on students.
I think that is something we have seen with all our employees, all our people that work with us, that how do we break down the entire journey, and after breaking it down, we sort of, I won't use the word handhold, but we sort of guide you in the most minute option possible, what we are trying to do.
Absolutely, like that is like amazing thing to offer. See, the reason, like I remember the day I got my visa, so it took more than like 3 hours that day, because that was the most busiest day of May. And when my brother was there, I just came and I had like 15 calls from Futurense office. Rishabh was calling, Swapnil was calling, Shweta was calling, and they literally like yelled, "Oh my God, you got the visa!" So you have that personal build as well during the talks, and we just get to interact like twice or thrice. But then within that twice and thrice times also, you get to build that relation with them, that they are happy because you are getting the visa.
I think
just
वो
like my
पूरी
phone
journey
company.
में इतना vested होता है, from the visa scheduling
Every learner
to
they are,
financing to application, that they at the end आपसे ज़्यादा उनकी application बन जाती है.
Exactly, that is true. Like I totally like मेरे से ज़्यादा स्वप्निल को था कि ये वाला टाइम अभी भरना है, श्वेता को था कि ये फीस अभी पे होनी है. She used to give me the
Amazing.
reminders कि अभी
Good to
भरना
have.
है. No, that's one thing, like off the record, like I have to tell you this, like the team is doing amazing job. Be it like starting from Akshay, somebody like sitting at a level of Akshay, to somebody in the application team. Each and every person is working to it.
Perfect.
So,
Thank you, Tanya. I think this was a supremely fun conversation to have with you.
Definitely.
And I really like that you had a good experience with Futurense. And there would be many more students who would want to follow the same path as you.
Definitely.
And all the
I'll
best.
be happy to help anyone. If you anyone needing any guidance, you can just reach out to me. You have the LinkedIn, everything is there. So.
And all the best for your career.
Thank you.
Thank you.